There we go. Okay, we are live. I have the timers ready to go. I can't believe it's already here. I feel like we've been planning it and like thinking about it, and then all of a sudden it's March.
Yeah, but actually.
It hurts just a little bit. You must be almost done with your master's now, eh?
Yeah, so I walk this in June, but because of the way that the program is structured, I walk and then I have one more class to take, which is the dumbest thing ever.
Okay. But you're like near the end. It must feel nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good. Because I remember you telling me you had like 3 semesters in a year, right? So they were kind of spread out a little bit differently.
So they're quarters, but they're 10 weeks. So we have a 10-week term, finals week, break week, and then we come back for 10 weeks. So it just like it's straight through for 2 years basically. And it's a real pain in the ass.
It sounds like I don't know. I don't know how I would handle it. Just 10 weeks at a time. It seems very short.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can find the link to this and post it to the Discord just in case, because I should have done that before, but I couldn't find the link. Or maybe you can if you can see it since.
Yeah, I can see it.
Since it's my channel.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know
to
like that.
I have no idea. I tried going like on my page. I tried like searching up my own name.
Yeah, I don't know why we can't see our own things.
Maybe it's StreamYard and maybe YouTube's just weird because it would have been nice to like post it and stuff. But either way, hello to everyone who's joining us. If you want, let us know what house you're pledging, what book you're starting with, for what prompt, because I'm nosy. Always fun to know what people are reading.
What are you?
I remember last time. I'm gonna go ahead with this book.
Of course.
Because the live show for this is in under 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah. We'll finish that in that time.
I don't know. I'm debating if I want to quickly take this opportunity to finish the toll.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because I've been working on the stinking website for a while, and it's been giving me a bit of a hard time with like formatting.
Yeah. Oh, really?
It seems to be better now, but like I literally had someone message me, bless her heart. She messaged me earlier and she's like, yeah, like there's some weird formatting things. I'm like, I don't want to be annoying, but you misspelled this. And I'm like, no, tell me please, because I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. What are you starting with?
So I'm reading 2 things right now, actually. I started my book for the betrayal prompt, which is Death by Coffee. It's a cozy mystery, and it's like it was the lowest rated, but it was like a 3, which isn't terrible. And then I also started reading The Blind King's Wrath, which is the final book in the Burnt Empire saga. So I'm really excited about that one.
Oh, that's right. You got an arc of it, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Started both of them. I'm not liking the cozy mystery though, which kind of sucks. So
maybe there's a reason it's lowly rated on average.
Yeah,
sometimes. Because I've noticed, like, when I go and organize it by lowest rated on my TBR, some of the books, it's like, it seems like it's one of those that you either really love it or you really hate it. It doesn't seem like those popular books that everyone somewhat enjoys. So it might be a case of that.
Yeah, it came out in 2013, so I was like, it's not too old, but like it doesn't age well.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of ass.
Not the best.
That's always a shame when you read something. I was watching a review of, I think it was there. So this author is like known to be somewhat problematic. She's a romance author, Maria Zapata or something.
I've heard about her.
And I know she has like some racist elements in her books, but it was also, I was talking about how people were, what was it was something that was just so completely dated in theory And then I looked up when the book was published, and it was 2015. It's like, we should know by now to not include these kinds of things. Oh, it was comments about people like, oh, I've never seen a hermaphrodite in real life before, or something. And
Oh
it's like,
my God.
in this day and age,
Why?
we're gonna do this.
Oh my God. That's awful. Hi.
Hello, House Targaryen. Fruit baskets. Oh, that is the manga, right? I've heard really good things. If we're thinking of the same one, it's like a contemporary romance manga, I think.
Interesting.
It seems quite popular. I've heard all sorts of things. Yes, for everyone that's joining, feel free to let us know what house you are joining from or betraying for.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I thought like Robin for sure was gonna like stay in Lannister and like, you know.
Fantasy romance manga. Interesting.
Oh, there's fantasy in it, huh? So we've got Winter of the Witch. Ooh.
Okay.
And then yes, the fantasy romance book. Winter of the Witch. Is that from the Bear and the Nightingale series, or am I misremembering that? Winter of Yes, Winter of the Witch is the third book in the Winter Night trilogy. There we go.
You DNF that, right?
I did. But you know what? It wasn't that it was bad. It just really wasn't for me. Everyone like loves it, so I'm so happy for people who do love it.
Well, that's a good question.
Go ahead, Ray.
So honestly, I choose based on the prompts and what I have on my shelves and what I can pick for each one that just is easiest for me. So for Origin Story, I chose the King's Landing path and I had a lot of fun with that. But then I was looking at the Baratheon path this time and I was like, nope, I don't like it. So I'm leaving. I'm stabbing you in the back and I'm going to go to Tyrell. And I also kind of like the betrayal prompt. So I kind of wanted to do that.
It's fun. It adds a little bit of unpredictability, I find. I did Stark in Origin Story because when I read the series, I just always absolutely loved reading from the Starks. So I kind of just decided to stick with them. I was able to also like make all the prompts work. When we made it, I didn't realize how difficult it would be to find a book with a gray or a silver cover. I feel like there's a lot of white and black.
I have a few gray ones, so I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I struggled. I picked a reread for this one because I was like, I didn't have a lot. We've got House Martell, Girls of Paper and Fire. Interesting.
I read Girls of Paper. I read the whole trilogy. Girls of Paper and Fire was my favorite of the three.
Do you remember what the rating is on Goodreads? Because I'm surprised it's the lowest.
That's the lowest. Ooh, that's shocking.
Hopefully you enjoy it more than the average, Chelsea.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Alina.
Hey, Em. Oh my goodness, where do you live?
That's probably Russia. That's my guess, based on the name and the time zone. You know what? I gotta continue Wheel of Time.
Have you? Well, I know you don't really watch TV, but are you gonna watch the show?
I'm planning on it. I just heard that you have to read the first two, and to be safe, the first three books, just so you don't spoil yourself. And I'm someone who likes to avoid spoilers as much as possible, so I would rather read them.
Yeah.
Because you remember, I read The Eye of the World for the Origin Story, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really, really liked it. I completely abandoned like what I was supposed to be reading for like my Game of Thrones TBR, like the game. And I was like, you know what? I'm in the mood. Everyone's talking about it. And I actually quite enjoyed it.
That's good. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. That makes sense. Because I was like, that's a pretty popular book.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it was everywhere when I just joined BookTube.
Yeah. I think that's why I ended up getting it, honestly.
Well, it was also, I think, one of the first like big young adult books that had sapphic representation. I think that's part of the reason it got so big was because it was the first time we'd seen something like so popular that was not just your typical tall, skinny white boy with generic love interest, right?
Tall, skinny white boy love triangle.
Yeah, I heard that's kind of what Legendborn was for you.
My review of Legendborn goes up on Saturday, and I think it's going to make a few people upset.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited because you know what? When people were talking about it, I'd seen some reviews, especially actually surprisingly on TikTok from other Black reviewers, and they're like, there's only two other Black people in this book, and it's just very palatable for white people. I don't know if that's the impression you got.
Absolutely. So of course, I didn't read the synopsis because I was just going off of from other people. So I was like, oh yeah, whatever. I'll get into this. I thought one of the love interests will be Black. Nope, they're both white and like deep into this racist secret society. And then there's like the undertone of the book is racism and generational trauma. And I was like, oh my God, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I mean, I still gave it a 3.75, debating on making that a 3.5. But also, the love interest that's supposed to be endgame, he literally has been threatening to murder her for like 75% of the book, and then all of a sudden has a change of heart. And I'm like, are we ignoring this? This man said he was going to rip her tongue out, and I'm supposed to forgive him? Yeah. So,
and nobody's had an issue with this. I've literally only seen praise for the book,
same.
and like I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been burned with a lot of like the super popular books that I didn't trust it, but like the book didn't really appeal to me that much. But oh man, I'm gonna trust you on this one. And if there's like the generic love interest, I'm just gonna maybe move right past it.
Just go ahead and slide on by. It's not.
That's okay. My TBR is already too long.
I didn't hate it, but also I understand why some people do hate it.
See, I haven't seen a single review of anyone saying like this wasn't that good. Everyone's been raving about it.
I know one person who doesn't like it, honestly, and she didn't really say anything to me until I started tweeting about it. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't like this love interest. And so she messaged me and she was like, yes, I'm not the only one. And I was like, this is ridiculous.
Let the hate course through you.
Yes. Oh, yes, absolutely. I went on a rant about that particular person in the book. It's great.
Oh, yeah, I can't do math. Sorry. I was like, oh, they're like 7 hours ahead. That makes sense. Oh, apologies. I looked at. I don't know. I have no excuse. Math is not my strong suit. Clearly.
What are you drinking?
A little Rioja from
Nice.
Spain.
I don't have any wine at the moment because I'm on day 4 of a 5-day juice cleanse. So no wine.
Interesting. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I've done a 3-day one where you have 6 juices a day and like no solid food. And then this one is 4 juices and then like a healthy dinner. So
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you buy the juice or do you make it yourself?
Oh, I buy it. My one who juices though, and like they brought me some of their juice and they were like, I made celery juice. And I was like, excuse me? She's like, it's celery juice. It's so good. I tasted it and I was like, I'd rather just eat celery. I don't want this.
Celery juice.
Celery juice. And she's so excited about it. And I'm like, it doesn't taste good.
Like there's nothing else.
It's
just celery.
Lemon and ginger, maybe?
Okay.
It's not good.
But why not, just skip that and just make lemon ginger tea at that point. Like, why add the celery?
Yeah, no, I'd rather just eat celery.
Because the whole point is that it has, like, fiber and stuff. Why would you just juice it and taste spicy water? Like, there's no point.
Spicy celery water.
Spicy celery water. Hi, Kirsten.
Midnight.
I love that. You know what? That's very fitting.
Oh, that's really nice. That's I love the spirit.
I feel like a lot of the books in the series kind of fit with a lot of the prompts.
Mm.
Not intentional, but it works, and I'm proud of us for that.
I wouldn't know. I'll leave that to Robin, especially since y'all are waiting on 2 more books.
I think most of us have stopped waiting at this point. Like, I'm calling it a completed series in my heart. I'm like, it is what it is. If we get more, I'm here for it. If not, I finished a series.
Okay, that's fair. Because it's been how many years?
10?
Oh, no.
15? 10.
Absolutely not.
It's been just absolutely ridiculous, yeah.
That makes no sense.
I have like Trusty starting a new series now as a result.
Fair.
Even though I trust, you know what, though I've noticed a lot of female fantasy authors are great at like 1 book a year till they're done.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of male fantasy authors that decide to just like, I'm gonna wait 2 years, I'm gonna make you wait 6 years. And it's like, I have things to do, places to be. I'm not waiting around for you.
I got a life to live. Can't be waiting a whole decade for a book.
Absolutely not. No way. I have other things to read. My TBR is 600 books at this point, and I need to get going before I die.
Okay, good luck with that. Well, no, I mean,
It's
you read
exciting.
a decent amount per year, but then you probably also add a lot per year.
Yeah, BookTube has not helped with that.
Definitely not.
It's simultaneously the best and the worst decision I've ever made was like discovering it. It's like, oh, look at all these new books. Look at all these books I'm excited about.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about
Do you
right.
want to get going with a sprint to start off?
Yes, let's do it.
Should we start off with a little 20-minute sprint?
Sure.
Okay. Let me set this up.
Brandy Sandy. Have you read any Brandon Sanderson books?
I have read the first book of the Mistborn saga, The Final Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't even call it like a favorite, but I could not give it less than 5 stars because it was executed so masterfully. And I can't wait to read more of his stuff. I am so excited.
Interesting.
I feel like you would actually really enjoy the Mistborn series. Like they're massive books, but they're there's like the found family trope. There is the girl who's like coming into her powers and learning more about herself and what she can do, which is always fun. There's the kind of crazy mentor that's kind of almost like a Kaz Brecker type figure. Like everyone trusts him, but he seems like he doesn't have a control over things. And at the end, he's like, yeah, I planned for this all along. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Like he's that kind of figure, which is always fun. And the magic system, of course, like everyone's been talking about it. I'm sure you've heard like ingesting metals where you can like pull and push on objects and like influence people. It's cool.
Interesting. Okay. I am adding that to my list.
And he does write, like Alina's 100% right. He writes like an absolute machine.
Yeah,
he comes out with like 4 books a year.
Right? Yeah. Doesn't he also have like multiple series that are like in progress right now?
Yep. And then he's like planning more. And then like he does this like State of Sanderson at the end of every year where he gives an update on things. So you know exactly where he's at. And it's just,
wow.
He's feeding the children. And I can't thank him enough.
That's
like,
crazy. Wow. That's complete opposite of George R. R. Martin.
Literally. Okay, let's get this set up. I'm getting sidetracked. Screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors. Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, is there... Liz, is that the one? I thought I saw it on Twitter. He said he was writing like 4 books at the same time secretly or something like wild. I don't know. He's nuts. So I'll just finish up with the comments. Or the first one, real nice and easy. See, that's how I felt. Like I'm not like obsessed with the
Oh,
characters.
okay.
I'm not obsessed, but I couldn't stop reading.
Okay, that's good to know because I was looking at the paperback set and it's only $21. I'll just start with the
Is
first
it
one.
mass market though? It might be mass market.
Oh, true, true,
They
true.
do come in mass market. He wrote 5 books in COVID and is releasing 4 on Kickstarter. Good lord.
Wow.
He's an impressive man. I'll need to look into that. Thank you, Liz. I was not paying attention very closely, but now I'm going to have to because that's pretty nuts.
He's one of the people that was productive during the pandemic.
Yes. Oh, I did not mean to start that. Okay, let me restart this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead for a 20-minute sprint. I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish the toll.
Okay, yeah. I definitely want to know what
Methinks.
you think.
I'm excited. I was hooked. So, all right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, friends.
Well, that went by fast.
It did.
Which one of the two are you reading this time?
I am reading The Blind King's Wrath.
How is it so far?
It's good. I think I know where this one is going for the most part, but it's hard because like one of the main characters is like being deceived by someone, but he doesn't know that. And
But you do?
yes, and I'm just like, don't listen to him. He's lying.
Oh, it's gotta hurt. What did you think of the second one? I don't think you told, like, I know you loved the first one.
Yeah, I rated the second one 4.75 stars, and my only complaint is that there's one character that we spent a lot of time with, and I didn't like that character, but I also didn't like where that storyline went.
Okay.
And I kind of felt like it was useless, but I'm assuming there's a reason for it. But otherwise I still enjoyed it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And you think it's shaping up to be a predictable ending then?
Not predictable. I think what's going to happen is going to be a chain reaction for a bunch of other things. And that's based off of the scene that I'm reading right now, as well as the title, but I don't know how it's going to end.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's also cryptic because I haven't read it yet.
No,
I just want to know.
Say anything without giving things away.
Although to be fair, that's how I feel. Like thinking about like Toll, because it's a third book in a series. I'm like, we're gonna have to discuss it like in detail over text.
Yeah. Okay. How far in are you now?
Everyone has arrived at the atoll, and Cirrus has just become a thing.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I am liking a lot where it's going, actually.
Okay.
The only thing is, and this is like a request to anyone that's in the stream right now, I love the trope of an AI that becomes sentient. However, I do not think I like how it is done in this case, and I would like recommendations if anyone has any other ones.
Okay.
Because I find in this case, here's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Neil Schusterman's writing style with his characters is so dry. His main characters feel like robots. So when you take an AI and you make them like human, it doesn't work for me. They still feel like robots.
Yeah.
So if anyone has any recs, for an AI that becomes like sentient, or an evil AI, those are always fun too.
Ooh, evil AI.
Kind of like, well, okay, like Illuminate was like gray area, right?
Yeah.
Like you could say that he did bad things, but like it's because he thought he was doing. I kind of like that still.
Okay.
Like I really enjoyed how it was done in that series. And I still like the Thunderhead. I don't have anything against the Thunderhead, especially in the first couple books, but it's just not quite for me. And like reading from like when Citra talks, I just want to yell at her to like feel something. Feel some emotion, girl. Please. It's okay.
Oh man.
The murder bot. Yeah, those are on my list. I've heard great things. I've heard it's a super sarcastic robot who just wants to watch like Netflix shows, but then is forced to kill. That's what I've heard.
Interesting.
And it sounds great.
Yeah, I think aside from this and the darkness outside us.
I'm looking that up right now. What were you saying, right?
Aside from Illuminate and Scythe, I haven't read any like AIs become sentient. Well, there's like a romance that has that, but other than that, no, I haven't. That's a good trope though.
It's fun. I feel like it's something we're gonna have to contend with in our life, possibly. Ooh. Darkness Outside Us is a LGBT sci-fi with two boys alone in space. That already sounds pretty good.
Ooh. We love that.
Okay, I might want to read that. It's got some like pretty high ratings too.
Oh, that's good.
4.37 average on Goodreads.
That's
Thank
good.
you very much. I'm going to add that because that sounds promising.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
I feel like I've had better luck with YA sci-fi than adult anyways. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm stupid.
I don't read a lot of sci-fi, so I don't know.
It hurts my brain. It really does. Oh. Hello.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Lovely. We're glad you're here.
Yeah.
Heard you guys talking about sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yes, I am finishing The Toll. I know it's not on my TBR, but I really want to finish it. So
Nice.
that's what I was reading. We just did a 20-minute sprint.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What will you be reading, Robin?
I'm reading Burn God.
Oh.
That's now starting it.
It's about time.
So Robin, when you told me that you finished the Poppy War, I immediately like messaged Dasha and I was like, Robin thinks this. Ha 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 ha.
I just have a feeling that my feelings are about to get really hurt.
I'll find the message and send it to you. I'll put it in the group chat.
It was so good. You know what? I feel like everyone was saying that their feelings got hurt. Maybe because I've become desensitized, my feelings weren't hurt, but the ending was like.
My feelings were hurt because something happened to the character I like by association.
Oh no.
That's the only thing I cared about.
That's so vague.
I know.
Someone else seconds the murder bot diaries. Okay, I swear to God, I gotta read it. And they're only novellas for the most part.
Oh, really?
There's 4 novellas, and the 5th book in the series that just came out is an actual novel, but they're all short.
Oh, that's cool.
So I should get on that. We were just saying, Robin, that I was looking for more sentient AI tropes because while I like the trope, I don't like how it's done in the Scythe series.
Okay.
Because Neil Schusterman's characters are like a dry piece of crusty bread, and I cannot deal.
Not crusty bread.
Crusty bread. You know when you bite into it and it like cuts your mouth because it's crusty and dry.
Damn.
Wow.
It's specific, but like that's how it, like Citra. I was telling Ray every time Citra speaks, I'm like, girl, have some fun, feel some emotions. It's okay. You don't have to be like stoic all the time. Even Goddard has more personality. I can't stand him. He's a terrible person.
He does. That is true.
Anyways, how long did you guys want to go for the next sprint?
Let's do a longer one. I felt like that went fast.
I know. Do you want to do the 45-minute one?
I'm down.
Okay, perfect. Let me get that set up.
Oh,
These beautiful
Robin,
timers.
my feelings hurt.
Oh, your feelings are absolutely going to be hurt. Just go ahead and prepare yourself now. So I'm reading the final book in the Burnt Empire saga, but I'm also reading a cozy mystery, and it's not going well. So that's fun.
Yeah, for some reason I feel like cozy mysteries are not going to be your thing.
But I want them to be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a good stabby murder, but I want to like cozy mysteries too.
I'm just gonna
yeah.
Stabby murder is more fun though. Listen.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I have faith that there is a cozy mystery out there that I'm going to like. I found a romance. If I can find a romance that I can like, I can find anything in any genre.
That's true. But how much do you want to wade through shit to get to the gold?
Okay, fair. So I have contemplated DNFing this book, but I'm not going to. One, because I do want to know who the killer is. Two, because it would be a really fun drunk book review. But then I have another cozy that I got earlier this year that I think I will actually like. So we'll see.
You're gonna give it a few more tries then?
Yeah. After this one, I have one on my shelves that I want, and then I have another one. Someone was talking to me about it the other day that sounded really good, and like it wouldn't have like the okay. Long story short, the first time I read a cozy mystery, like I didn't mind that the main character was kind of like getting involved in the investigation because it actually involved her. Like someone was coming after her, like trying to kill her. And I was like, okay, cool. In this one though, this bitch is straight up just nosy. Like she literally walked into somebody's like office space and was like, let me ask you some questions about your dead relative, even though I don't know either of you. Like, girl, no.
See, I know we meant to watch a Lifetime movie together, and this is exactly what I imagine they are like.
Yes.
No logic, no self-awareness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We still we have to do that. Robin, we'll have to pick a good one for her because Robin's the only reason I have access to Lifetime right now. So I love you.
It should say bye, Alina. Good night.
Oh, bye,
Bye,
Elena.
Elena.
Poor girl is like 5 hours ahead, so
Yeah, she was like, it's 1 a.m. Excuse me. Thank you
Oh
for
my God.
coming.
Yeah. Because I would be asleep.
honestly.
Right?
Okay. Are we ready to go, friends?
Let's do it.
Ready.
All right. Time's up, friends.
That was a good one.
It
I
was.
finished. Oh,
You finished it?
I finished it.
Okay. What do you think of the ending? What do you think you're gonna rate it?
So I just was doing compile because I finished it with 5 minutes to go, and the rating is about a 3.5, and I think I agree. That feels right because I kind of like where it ended. I like some of the arcs that happened and the way it, like, the solution to everything
Mm-hmm.
in terms of on Earth.
Right.
So I'm at peace with it. I think this was actually like a pretty successful conclusion that didn't make me like angry. Things felt like they came full circle, sort of. So I'm pretty happy with it.
Okay. I also gave it a 3.5.
Robin, what did you rate it?
I'm still wavering between a 3.75 and a 4.
Okay. I mean, we all kind of liked it, which is good.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it as much as either of the first two.
Scythe was one of the easiest 5 stars I've ever given.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
good.
actually really enjoyed Thunderhead.
I liked the ending of Thunderhead.
And I liked how we got to see more of the world in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought there were some really interesting things that we got to see. But like, I liked some of the characters that were introduced even in the third one, like the captain.
Oh,
Oh,
Jerry.
yeah.
Yeah, they were really interesting. Like I could have followed them the whole time through, and that would be like I could follow them to the ends of the earth. They're so precious.
I like Jerry.
How are your books, ladies?
Robin, you have a look on your face.
Like, it's not bad, right? And we're really just jumping right back into the action.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, I'm just keeping my heart reserved because I just know something terrible is going to happen. And while at this point, I don't have feelings for anyone, I've just stopped having feelings for people.
Kind of have to.
Something terrible is going to happen.
Okay.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Do you find, so I found when I started the third one that kind of like you said, we jump right back into it. It felt a little bit almost repetitive
Yeah.
because you're constantly in war, running from someone, or, you know, long marches that take 3 years because everyone's exhausted. Like I felt like it was like a little repetitive, but probably super realistic for all I know.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's like, how many more wars and battles can we see? Like, they're not all that different from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I need
What
both
about
of you to read Iron Widow.
Okay. I mean, I have it on my shelf.
Well, why do you say this now though? I'm curious.
So in Iron Widow, Zetienne is a little reminiscent of Rin in her decisions, actions. So, but I like, obviously you can't really compare one's adult and one's young adult, but I did like Iron Widow even more, even though the main character did definitely give off Ren vibes. A little more strategic than Ren, though, which I appreciated.
I was going to say, I don't know, because I don't know that I would read something just for Ren.
Oh, no. There's so much more to it, but because, like, I feel like there's like a debate whether people like Ren, and I think Ren isn't supposed to be likable. and I think she often does dumb shit that's really reckless. But in Iron Widow, she'll do reckless shit, but there's reasons for it.
Okay. Yeah. Like every time I read this, I'm just like, she's so fucking dumb.
You would think she'd learn.
You would think.
You would think. I forgot to mention this in the review I filmed. I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, I complained about Selena in Throne of Glass being an assassin, but eating a bag of candy.
The candy! Oh my god.
But Rin, who has been betrayed and backstabbed and everything under the sun, continues to act like an innocent child that just wandered into a battlefield. I'm like, baby girl, you can do so much better.
Every time something happens to her, she's like, how did this happen?
Oh my, this is such a surprise.
I know, and I just want to like backhand her, like, what is your problem?
Like, I did think it'd be fair to give Selena shit and not Rin. So, like, Rin, you're also a bit of a stupid bitch at times. You should know. You've had 3 damn books. You should know. I don't know if Selena gets better because I refuse to read the rest of Throne of Glass. But in the first book,
yeah, so far she hasn't gotten any better. I'm only on book 3, but
only on book 3 out of 7.
At this point, I'm not reading it for Selena either. I'm like reading it for the other characters.
What other characters? The best character was killed.
She was. But like we just got introduced to like, well, not just, this book was written forever, but there's like a witch in there now. Weird shit seems like it's happening. I'm into it.
You know, the world was cool. I feel like there's potential, so I don't blame you.
Yes, thank you.
I like sigils and like witchy magic. That's what I got. You know, that's the vibes I got. Like I was kind of into that. That was probably the only thing that made it bearable. If we weren't reading from Selena's perspective, I probably would have continued the series because I'm like, you know, this is kind of fun. I like a little easy to read YA fantasy, but
Ray's face.
I'm a glass half full kind of gal.
I would be if the only reason that we got all the cool witchy elements in the first book didn't die in the second one.
Yeah, that's a choice.
Yeah,
that is a choice. Ray, how is your reading going?
It is. It's this character is being bamboozled, and I just want to be like, don't stop, don't listen. This person is lying to you and is gonna fuck up your whole life. Don't do it. But
they can't hear you.
So
they can't hear you.
I guess not. That is true, but I don't know because I'm still so early in and it's a long book and I don't know what's gonna happen. I think this person is gonna be manipulated into basically like killing everyone around him. And I'm just like, don't do it.
Does not sound terrible, actually.
Okay, well, read Upon a Burning Throne.
Robin, you concern me at times.
Are we surprised?
I shouldn't be, truly.
I just read a few pages about how like she goes for people's heads because their eyes pop out and they blister. And I was just like, yep, this sounds like mine.
Okay, Kat.
In her defense, reading Rin's perception of things kind of desensitizes you to some nasty stuff.
True, that's fair. That is very fair.
I don't blame you, Robin. We had someone just join us during our second sprint here.
Blair!
Good boy.
Are you gonna say hi? He's like, no. Why would I do that? No.
He said, I don't know them.
Aw,
He's so cute. Look at his
he
ears.
is so good.
Great, I'll send him to you.
I'll take him.
Sold.
I love dog sitting. I just won't have him and Jazz at the same time because Jazz is so unfriendly. He's so mean.
Oh well, you've seen Blair and my mom's dog and their gait. So
True, very true.
Oh, Blair, what a good
He's
boy.
so cute. Look at his floppy ears.
Cuddling.
Mhm.
Oh my god, my heart.
He's like, are you talking? Hi, Blair.
He knows.
he does now. Oh,
He blinked at you, Ray. Do you see that?
I did. Dogs like me.
yours. Say
Why
less.
don't you get one?
Right now, my apartment is too small, I feel. So I'm
Fair.
planning to move this summer and we'll probably get one then. Or when I graduate, after school. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
At least that way you can spend some time actually like training because puppies are a lot of work.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't want like a puppy. Like he's got to be at least 5.
Okay.
Need him to be 5.
So you'd adopt.
Yeah, because so my stepmom's old dog, when we met, he was already like 10. He was set in his ways, I was set in my ways, but we understood each other and we bonded. It was great.
That's fair. You know what? That's a good outlook because there's a lot of people that don't want to adopt like older dogs.
I know, and
Yeah.
I want all the older dogs. I do not want a puppy. Oh my goodness, no. He would just tear up everything. I don't have time for that.
Yes. You absolutely
Hide
right.
your shoes, hide your book, hide
Exactly,
your toilet
like, I can't-
paper.
I'm doing all that.
And it was probably easier during COVID when everything was like happening. I remember so many people got dogs because like everyone was at home all the time. But now that stuff's reopening, and I know like in the States everything is like basically open. Man, I was in Texas last week and like no one had a mask.
The government
Nobody
doesn't care.
cared. People were basically like making out in the streets. Like nobody cared.
Yeah, nobody cares. It's weird. I don't like it.
Our restaurants just opened at full capacity today. Yesterday they were at 50% still
Oh,
in
wait,
Ontario.
50% to full capacity?
Yeah. Well, so I don't know if you guys heard the convoy in Ottawa,
Oh, yeah.
the trucker convoys. That was right outside my window for 3
Oh,
weeks.
fun.
That was lit.
Great.
That was lit. But basically, like it started a bunch of discussions in Canada. So some provinces have completely lifted all mandates. Our vaccine passport mandate lifted today, which is like kind of nice just because I find it kind of a hassle. But like at the same time, places are still allowed to have them if they would like. And like that's totally fair. But they still ask for mask mandates, but they also reopened restaurants. Our restaurants only opened at the end of January. We locked down the entire month of January. No indoor dining or anything.
Oh,
So
good.
we're ages behind the States in terms of reopening. It's kind of weird to watch, to be honest. I'm like watching people go to like music festivals, and I'm like, I can't even have a drink.
Wow.
It was weird. Also, I don't know, like I think you both live in kind of more liberal states, if I'm not mistaken. But going to Texas and seeing the bumper stickers some people have. I don't know if you guys come across some of the Republican ones.
I can only imagine.
No comment.
Oh my god. I was like, is everyone in the States like this? Or is it just Texas?
I mean, Texas is its own special thing.
Like, even in the books we just read, Texas had its own little section.
Literally,
Yes.
Texas just is its own little thing. Yeah, like Texas, that's one thing. The rest of the South is a little, well, it depends. Like the South is pretty much where you would get that, but Texas, that's like a whole nother level.
It is a lawless land. Last time I was there was like 2015 for New Year's.
Mm.
And I was like a child. And then going back, I'm like, wow, this is interesting. It is interesting. So, so I guess the rest of the U.S. looks at Texas like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Well, I mean, like we look at Florida like that mostly, but Texas sometimes too. Like right now, we're side-eyeing Texas right now for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've been in the news like crazy lately. But
Like-
Florida is the armpit of the U.S.
Yeah, Florida is just yeah.
Oh, oh my God. Did you guys want to do another sprint, or are we logging off since we've been here for 2 hours?
I could do a short one.
Go
Yeah,
for
me
it.
too. All right, let me find one. What do we got? Robin, your timers are fantastic. So the shortest one we have is the 15. We have the 20 as well.
Let's do 15
Sounds
because it's getting close to my bedtime.
I still have to finish formatting the website because it's still giving me a hard time. Oh man. Oh, that's not what I want to do. So yeah, if anyone is in the stream, the website is mostly done. There's just 2 of the houses that still need to be updated, but at least the story is up. And actually, we will link the plain text for the story in our announcement videos. I'll send it to the girls. I'll link it in the description of this one. I think I have the prompts already linked. But in case you guys just want to see the story in plain text, that will be linked. And the website is mostly updated. We're just missing Martell and Tyrell. So
Rude.
I'm
You
so
should have
sorry.
come to a greater house, Ray.
No,
Lannisters are always welcoming.
I don't want to be with you.
So it's there, Robin. Take that.
Hanging out with Marjorie.
I mean, fair.
I'm getting there. It's just like I said, I had like issues with the formatting. I still even haven't looked at it if it makes sense with mobile yet, because we do technically have.
I looked at it the other day. It was fine, but it wasn't done yet, but it looked good.
Okay, so it reformatted it fine automatically.
Yeah, from what I saw, yeah, it was fine.
Perfect. I'll take a look once it's done. I'm just trying to, because there's like a bunch of links and I make the links go back and forth. So anyways, for those interested, most of the houses full stories are done. So
Except mine.
you sound upset.
A little bit. Yep.
Yours is next.
What?
Yours is next.
It better be.
There's only 2 left.
Like House Martell, I get it. We almost threw that one away anyway.
Everyone in the chat that's House Martell is like, excuse me.
Oh, good idea adding the house discussions though.
Yeah,
And-
that was someone's idea, I think.
It's been there. I have like 4 different notifications from them right now.
It's been fun. It's
Yeah.
been really fun.
It's
For
good.
anyone watching, we have a Discord and it's been pretty lit because you can join your house and then just talk shit about other houses.
Ooh, somebody's reading Thunderhead in House Stark.
For what?
Oh, that might be the group prompt.
Ooh, wait, no. Okay, so this whole person's TBR is pretty good. Well, this one's questionable. They're reading the second book in Crescent City or House of whatever and stuff.
Yes.
They're reading Siege and Storm. Good luck with that one.
Okay.
They're reading The Dragon Republic, Thunderhead, and Empire of Gold.
Oh,
Okay.
that's some good stuff.
That's some really good stuff.
Oh my god, I went on House Stark and I'm like, hey, that's a cool TBR. And I'm like, wait, that's mine.
Literally from day one.
My
Gosh,
bad.
are they that forgettable?
I'm that dumb.
You're not dumb.
You're not dumb, which means that they're forgettable.
No, I forgot that I'd done it because I remember last time I didn't get around to making the TBR. But I was like, okay, there's a whole month. I might as well like post it, and I posted on Twitter, and I was like, let's promote this. We got like a bunch of new people, which is really exciting. So I was like, okay, like let me post it, and I was like, I went on House Stark, and I'm like, hey, I'm reading that too, and I'm reading that. Oh, fuck, it's mine.
Nice.
I think I need more wine.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Well, why don't I start the timer? We'll grab some wine. We'll go for our last sprint.
Let's do
Yes,
it.
Yep.
sounds good.
How far? Wait, Dasha, what are you reading now?
I started Ship of Magic.
Right. Okay.
Since this has to be read. Robin, you'd missed it. I have to read this by the live show on the 18th, so I know it's not in order of the readathon, but
By the 18th.
Yes, that is when the lovely host sets the date. She's a really fast reader, so I'm a little nervous.
Is it Bethany?
Yeah,
Yes, she is.
she's nuts. I wish I had that kind of reading speed.
You know,
Do
she,
you have the audiobook?
that's a good idea.
Sorry, Robin, I didn't hear.
I said, do you have the audiobook?
I don't know if there is one. That's a good question. The thing is, like, I used to listen to more audiobooks when I was traveling, like, to work and stuff. Now I don't listen to them nearly as often. Wow, I can't even find it on Libby. Like the regular book.
Mm.
I feel like Robin Hobb is big on like booktube, but probably not as much out in the real world.
It's on Scribd.
Yeah, I was gonna say I read part of Assassin's Apprentice on Scribd.
US and Canada might have different things. So I'm looking now though.
True.
Ray, do you still use Scribd?
I do all the time.
Oh, it is on Scribd. Oh
Perfect.
god, that is the worst cover I've ever seen in my
It's
life.
so ugly.
Okay, to be fair, I literally ordered the UK editions because I hated all of the Canadian and US ones. So like,
Yeah, no, that's fair.
but it is on Scribd, and once I read it a bit, I will It's tagged as United States history by Scribd.
Okay. I mean, anything's possible at this point.
Oh, nice.
10 more pages. That's good. I definitely didn't get that far.
Very
Did you
good.
guys get a little further in yours?
I did, but I start like so sometimes there are like really long chapters, but they're broken up. So I just started a really long chapter, so I just finished the first section of it.
Yeah, 15 minutes isn't long enough.
You know, it wasn't, but I'm tired.
Same.
What about you, Robin?
I think I got through like 6 pages. I was mostly playing with Blair.
I can't tell if you mean literally or figuratively.
Literally. I'm trying to like tire him out so that we can go to sleep at a reasonable hour.
Fair enough. Well, in that case, I guess we will wrap this up since we got a good amount of reading. Proud of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray, you look tired.
I absolutely am.
Well, right, you wake up at like super early every day. Every day.
I slept in this past weekend.
What's sleeping in?
Don't worry about it, Robin.
Do both of you? So, Ray, you have to go in because you work at the university. Robin, do you work from home?
Yep.
Okay. Me too. It's great.
It is, isn't it?
I love it. I'm supposed to start at 7:30, but sometimes I sleep till 9. Look it.
I love that
Great.
for you.
Listen, as long as I get my hours in, nobody really cares. And sometimes it's just nice and warm in bed, and you don't want to leave. It is what it is. But in that case, it is 9:20, so I will let you ladies get to bed. It has been lovely reading with you both, and with everyone who joined.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to the next sprints.
Me too.
Samesies.
All right. Have a good night, loves.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. All right. Take care, everyone.